Hello guys, Zennosh here and welcome to One Piece Burning Wheel, and today I'm here to tell you guys the top 5 SSR characters that you are supposed to reroll for in this game, because they are going to be a lot more helpful than compared to any other characters out there in terms of easy gameplay progression. And now let's get this started. I think you guys have already guessed it, the first one on the list and definitely the most OP unit in this game is going to be the SSR Kaido. This beast is really amazing indeed, being able to deal very massive damage against the opponents out there, especially to the single target opponents, thanks to his single target skills. Alright, anyways, he has very high attack stats, very high speed as well, that allows him to frequently deal damage against the opponents. And whenever you see Kaido charging ahead, to deal damage to an opponent, you can pretty much expect the opponent to fly away to the afterlife. Okay, that's how powerful the Kaido really is. Very amazing at neutralizing the targets one by one. And now that said, definitely his AoE damage is going to be coming mainly through his ultimate skill, where he transforms into a dragon, and that is definitely one of the best skill animation in the game. Just gives me a lot of chills, goosebumps, and very amazing feeling out there right away. Kaido, really good stuff, guys, right over here. He can boost the SP of all the allies by 10%, improving the endurance and sustainability of your entire team. And guess what, guys? He can also decrease the speed of the enemies by 10%, making it much easier for you guys to manipulate the opponents in the arena battles. Yes, you can actually go faster than your opponents in the arena battle, being able to deal a lot more damage against them, or to apply a lot of buff in your team beforehand, or let's say to apply a lot of debuff on the opponent, so that like when it's gonna be the turn of the opponent, guess what, guys, they are already gonna be in a lot of troubles. Okay, and they may not be really that effective anymore. So yeah, there we go, guys. Kaido is really great for the arena cards thanks to that particular factor. And guess what, he also makes the allies very strong as well. In overall DPS output, definitely with the Kaido in your team, you can enjoy very massive DPS output from your entire team altogether. The only problem with the SSR Kaido is that he has very low drop rate. Yes, the SSR character drop rate in this game is 3% chance, but when we are talking about this particular individual drop rate of SSR Kaido, I think it's around 0.1% or even lower than that one, and that is pretty sad, guys. Really sad indeed. It's really hard to get Kaido, and if you actually manage to get him, feel yourself to be one of the lucky player out there in this game. Next unit in this list is definitely going to be the number 2 Charlotte LinLin. Yes, SSR Charlotte LinLin, one of the another Yonko in this game, definitely capable of dealing a lot of damage in form of AoE damage. Yes, he can, she can deal massive AoE damage against the opponents. Thanks to the combination of the Zeus and Prometheus, he can also net a very high massive combo damages out there as well, and it looks very great every freaking time, those thunder damage and those fire damage. Okay, and she is really very tanky as well, so you can easily use her as a front row unit, and she can soak up a lot of damage like it's nothing. Okay, so you can just cough it off right away very easily. That's gonna be our Charlotte LinLin. So you can improve the speed of the allies by 5%, making your team much faster. So if you're actually going to be using the Charlotte LinLin and the Kaido together, definitely you are going to have a lot of advantage in the arena battles, while your allies are going to be much faster than the opponents. Alright, being able to deal a lot of damage early on, plus being able to apply a lot of effects against the opponents like debuffs, or to apply a lot of buff effects to your team right away, making your advantage much higher than compared to the opponent. So that's going to be our Charlotte LinLin. Very amazing unit, guys. And guess what? The best thing about the Charlotte LinLin is that whenever we manage to kill a single opponent in the team, alright, we are actually going to get 5% attack boost for our allies. Every opponent dead, 5% attack boost to our team. That is so good. Improves the overall DPS output right off the bat. So definitely for a very long run type battles, definitely she's going to be a really great candidate out there, guys. And next is going to be that she's going to be inflicting fear to a random opponent whenever the round starts, and the opponent with the fear effect cannot recover the raise gaze. Okay, so with that raise gaze, definitely the opponent cannot unleash the ultimate attack, which is definitely going to be a really great help in the PvP arena content, isn't it? Right? So that's gonna be our shadow LinLin. In number 3, we have got our SSR New World Kuzan, and this guy out here is a solid DPS unit, a hitter unit, and this guy can deal some really crazy damage against the single target opponents, just like Kaido. Okay, and very high attack speed stat plus very high speed stat as well. That actually makes him capable of dealing heavy damage against the opponents in very frequent basis. And additionally, guys, what he does that he improves the ice resistance for the allies real high, meaning like any kind of ice element damage coming from the opponent is gonna be reduced severely. And next thing is that like every freaking round he is going to weaken the enemies real nice. Okay, every freaking round he is going to reduce the attack stat and the defense stats of the opponents by 5%, and it can stack up to a total of 3 times, meaning 15% reduction in the attack stats and defense stats of the opponents thanks to the new World Kuzan in our team. So that is really great, isn't it? Very amazing weakening effect right over there. And that's going to be our SSR Kuzan. Very amazing skill animations, and he looks pretty awesome as well. Next one is going to be the number 4, SSR Fujitora. I would say he's the most versatile unit in the game. Very all-rounder unit, being able to deal massive damage against the opponents, and also at the same time, he can apply a lot of buffs for the allies and also a lot of debuffs for the opponents. While we are going to boost a lot of performance, like high performance abilities, while also at the same time being able to lower down the performance of the opponents. So that's going to be our SSR Fujitora, being able like with very high damage. Definitely he is going to be a really great help to a lot of beginners out there. Very strong character for a beginner. Additionally, guys, what he does that he can boost the HP of all the allies by 10%. Yes, you heard me right, just like Kaido. So most of the players have really do recommended using Fujitora and Kaido together. If you have both of those units in your in your inventory, okay, use them together in a team, and you are definitely gonna be having a very tanky team. All right, which like they are gonna take a lot of hits before they actually are gonna die, and that's gonna be our Tiger Fujitora. You can also improve the evasion stats of the opponents by of allies. Sorry, you can improve the evasion of the allies by 10%, making it much easier for the allies to dodge the incoming damage from the opponents, which is so good out there. I mean, like, dodging is much way better than the damage mitigation itself, right? So yeah, there we go. And finally, guys, he can actually eliminate the skill of the opponents. A random opponent, yes, the skill is gonna be eliminated, and he's also gonna improve, or let's say he's gonna increase the cost of the skill uses for the opponents as well, which is definitely gonna be a very big problem for those opponents who are actually going to use very high skill cost, or let's say very high soul cost for their skill uses, right? So at that time, definitely it's going to be very painful for them when they see Fujitora in the opponent's side. So yeah, that's going to be our SSR Fujitora. Definitely going to be a really great help in both PvE as well as the PvP contents. Very amazing character, guys, with those buffs and debuffs going on around. So, and now finally number 5, and that's gonna be our SSR New World Akainu. This guy right over here is kind of a technical character, okay, because like he really is the one who actually strengthens the attribute types. So what actually he does that, like, he actually improves the attribute damage of the allies by 10%. So if you are in the attribute advantage, definitely you are going to be dealing a lot of damage against the opponents. So this is also the situation where you just cannot always hope for a very high performance boost from the New World Akainu, and that's also the reason why there are so many players who say that New World Akainu is one of the best characters out there in the game, while on the other side there are so many other characters out there. I don't see much of the performance boost with the New World Akainu. Well, it really depends upon the situation. Okay, so yeah, situational wise. Anyways, his main role is a tank. He's supposed to be out there in the front row taking all the damage coming from the opponents, and that's what he's really good at. And also at the same time, he can deal a lot of damage to the opponents as well. So when you are in the attribute advantage, definitely you are going to be dealing a lot more damage against the opponents out there, as the allies attribute damage is going to be improved by 10%. And at the same time, guys, he is going to improve the block and toughness of the allies by 7%, making it very like easy to tank a lot of damage from the opponents as an entire team itself. Okay, so yes, with him around, definitely you can actually expect some higher durability and endurance right over there due to the improved toughness and the block rate. And finally, guys, he is really great for the Navy units. Like, let's say if you are really using Kizaru, you are like other Navy units like Aokizi, you have got Garp, and so much more, then at that time, our New World Akainu is gonna be boosting their attribute resistance by 50%. Wow, that's great, isn't it? Right? So, yay, he's really out there to provide very massive sustenance for your team. With the New World Akainu in your team, definitely you can actually, like, bulldoze your way through so many continents with sheer sustenance, okay? So that's the New World Akainu. Definitely, he may not be the best to use as a beginner because you cannot really expect very high damage coming out from him. He's like a semi-hitter, or let's say, like, he deals decent damage, but not something as impressive as Kaido and the New World Aoki's or New World Kuzan right over here. Okay, so just don't compare him with them, and you are gonna be good enough. His main role is a tank. Yeah, so those are the top 5 characters in this game that you are supposed to reroll for, because once you have them, definitely they are gonna be providing you guys a lot more advantage than compared to any other characters out there in the game, and definitely you are gonna have a lot of blast of enjoyment out here, guys, with a lot of fun animations and a lot of damage floating always around over there, guys. Anyways, that's pretty much it for today. What do you guys think about this video? Please do let me in the comment section below. If you guys have any additional feedbacks, opinions, your own insights, please do let me in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and see you guys in the next video.